It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Giants and the Eagles, and it's coming up next.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as our Eagles will match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
With Sanders on 1st down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward. A gain of 4.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Wheeler.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath, put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now Jackson on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. It's Barkley on the counter. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Jackson. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson's throw here taken in by Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They go play action now. Jackson. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson finds his tight end Ingram. Gets through, and now an opening. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 16.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield and broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they're going to get it. They bring him down with a sack back at the 16-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25 on 2nd down, Hurts, and he whips that one incomplete there. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense? Or what?
I I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. Baker Mayfield, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who had the lead in that one. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. Travis Etienne with a touchdown run. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 33.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's in. Flying goes touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Hurts throw going into the hands of Williams. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and there can be a lot to unpack on plays like this because it was a run-pass option. But he decided to get rid of it quickly. And you can do that when you see softer coverage on the perimeter. Allows you to make up your mind quicker. And he comes open right there. Perfect decision.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense. The way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And
he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in for 2 yards out, and the Eagles able to push further out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well. Go to something
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. That catch good for only a couple.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go. Let's go. When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Barkley.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Giants 17.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Williams brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
first down. Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That ball caught by Slayton. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Giants. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play action. Now Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with Sanders off the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 10, a minute 35 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right side. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Into the hands of Ingram. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Throwing, Jackson.
Flushed out right. First down and more for Jackson.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Jackson. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Jackson.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.
And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Philadelphia, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier